Hi everyone, so if you are seeing this video, that means that the Spellbinders clubs for May of 2024 are open for new registrants. If you want to become a member, you can do that now. So you might be seeing on this video late in the 5th or possibly on the 6th, right? That's when it opens up, but a lot of times they'll release it. Excuse me, but a lot of times they will release the club openings late hours on the 5th. So I will have those links. So these items were sent free of charge from my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and any links I'll have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. I already did a whole unboxing of all the clubs, and I will link that video in the description box so you can check it out if you haven't seen that. The ones I didn't have at the time, and actually they were here, I just hadn't checked my mail, were the wax seal and the BetterPress of the month, so I'll show you those right now. But everything else we unboxed. We checked out the large die, some of the stamping, we did some stenciling in the last video, so if you want to check those out in action, I'll link them there. But again, excuse me, still got those allergies. So again, the clubs are now open for everyone. If you still want to make changes, you can add things if you're an existing member, but at this point, you probably would have already been charged for the ones that you were signed up for in the last month, or if you made the changes between the 1st and the 5th, right? So you want to get those done if you are a current club member. If you want to sign up new, you can go ahead and do that. And once you're a member, a current member, you get 10% off the site. And when you're logged in, the pricing you see will have the 10% discount already on it. So you don't have to like check out and have a code or anything like that. It'll just be what you're seeing already has a 10% discount. And you get early access to the new releases and things like that. So new collections. We go to a week or so before other folks. So there you go. But I do have the wax seal of the month. I will say the wax seal, like the glimmer, when you're a monthly member, you will get wax beads to go with it, or with the glimmer, you get a hot foil roll. But if you were to pick this up next month when they are available to everybody, it would just be the seal without the wax beads. Same thing with the glimmer. It would be the plates and the dies or whatever, but no foil. So it's a little added bonus, and the pricing is lower when you sign up instead of picking it up later with less items, you know? So this month it is an oval one. It says hi. I love the oval shapes. That's so cute. And look at the little tropical thing. So it's called Tropical Hi. And you can see your little like plumeria flower and some tropical like palm leaves and things. Really, really cute. So I will open that up and we'll try it out when I use that. Today I think I'm going to focus on the BetterPress. Why not? And I think I'm going to color it in because this is very pretty. I mean, to just use different colors of ink, that'd be really lovely, but I think I'm going to color it because, as you can see, this is like the little parrot's wings kind of like curved around here, and then this little guy's just here with the different beautiful flowers. So let's do that. It's called Wild and Free. It says it has 2 press plates, so let's check that out. This plate, okay, card front, it says approximate plate sizes. Card front 4.5 by 5.75, and then the sentiment is about 1.85 by 1.75. Okay, and they are separate, so that's really cool. So you can use them together. You don't have to do that. I feel like this image or this shape is a die that Spellbinders has. I probably have it myself, but today I think what we're going to do is just keep it flat and keep the focus on these guys. It's not a hard shape to just kind of go around if you want to do a craft knife or even fussy cut around, right? If you want to do that. But yeah, I think we're just going to do both things in black just the way they are. Honestly, if I left it like this, I know it would be straight. Isn't that funny? Because it's pretty perfect on there. I think that's what we'll do. So let me bring over my BetterPress. Let me get some black ink. I'm going to use the BetterPress paper, like the cotton papers, and then I'm going to do some watercoloring. And what I mean by that is probably a water-based marker, maybe some watercolors, but I'll be right back. BetterPress here. I know I had mentioned I was going to leave it on here, but I don't think it's going to be very practical because of the stickiness of this, and if it gets pushed into that, right, the paper, I don't think it'll actually reach there, but you never know, and I don't want to destroy it, so I am going to take it off. But something to think about if, it works out for you later. You can definitely do that. What I'm going to do is just take that off there, place this guy. I do have a piece of cardstock that is already cut to like a little bit smaller than 4.25 by 5.5. That's what this one is, but we'll trim it down a little bit anyway because I like to do a matte layer. And then this guy will have our sentiment. You don't have to do it both at the same time. You can do one then the other. I am using my grid lines to help me, center it. More to keep it straight. I'm looking at this down here. I feel like that's straight more than anything. And there it goes there. Yeah, I'm looking at the B and like the Y where it ends. I think that looks pretty good. And let's get this guy nice and straight against one of the lines. It's really on there because it's a big plate, so it really sticks. There we go. That looks pretty good. I'm just going to do black ink. Actually, let's go ahead and get this ready too. So this guy, I'm just going to put it right in the center. This might be the creamier color of paper. I believe they have porcelain and bisque, possibly. Again, I probably wouldn't have cut my paper down. I do know I'm going to cut a little bit off here and there, but what I'm trying to say is this is a full design, so obviously you want every inch of that to be on your paper. I have shown you can just use double-sided tape or repositionable tape on the back. Like I said, I'm going to cut a little bit of this off, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Place on the back here so it's holding it for you and there's nothing here impeding your image. Alright. This little ink pad was actually a prototype, I guess. It didn't even have the sticker yet. So I've had this one for a while. But this is black. BetterPress ink, which is an archival ink. So I'm just going to, I'm trying to get it everywhere. Just kind of give it a little zhuzh, right? I know some of it's going to be hanging off the side. And then this guy, I'm just going to pat, pat, pat. And a little bit of a kissy motion. I don't want to move it, right? The plate. I feel like the magnets are very strong, so it's not the biggest deal, this magnetic plate here. But still take some care. Okay. That's really well covered, I think. Let's pop this guy on here, and let me grab my Platinum 6. Oh my gosh, you guys, did you see, actually today, so when you see it, it's going to be a few days old, Spellbinders is launching a new smaller machine, and a pearlescent, like purple. So the Platinum 6, I think it's the Platinum 6. It might be the big guy. I feel like it's Platinum 6 is going to come out in that, and also the smaller machine. And I think it's called a Scout. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. I believe it's going to be 3.5 inch by 9 on the plates. So a little bit smaller than A2, and then longer, but I believe it's still on pre-order, so I can link those for you guys. You can check it out. They're so pretty. And they also have it in white, so if you just want the white, like the color that they have, you know, you can do that. Look how pretty that is. And I mean, so detailed. And again, my finger can run into those areas, the raised and push down areas, basically, because it's letterpressed, right? It's in there. That looks amazing. And again, ink it up again, do another one. Ink it up again, do another one. Like, it'll just keep going, because that's the whole point of letterpress, better pressing, right? So, all right, guys, I'm going to clean up a little bit, and I'll be right back. I'm going to put this down on here. I have a little paper towel here. And again, for me, I just add a little color here and there. I did pull up an image of like a parrot, or, you know, however, so we'll get to that in just a minute. But I just have some watercolors here. I have little samples here that show me what the colors are. And so I will use that to help me color in. I want these to be like the really bright kind of parrots, or like the red and blue and yellow and all that kind of stuff. I just have a water brush that already has a little bit of water in it. With the greenery, you know, I'll just come in and maybe even make a couple of different colors of green, because this set has the one set or one color. So I did that kind of poorly. What I normally do is I'll start at the base or wherever I think it might be darker, and then kind of bring it out to lighter. And my whole thing right now is just to get some color down. I'm not looking at, you know, winning any kind of awards here. We're just going to put this on here and let that come out. I'm not squeezing the water brush, but if you want more, you know, thinner application, definitely squeeze the water brush there. I mean, I do have metallics if I wanted to kind of go over and add a little more of something. I suppose I could do that. I'm trying to see where we're at on colors here. You know, if I want to bring in some sparkles. But anyway, I'll probably pull out another palette to get the other greeneries. Of course, you can mix blues and yellows and make your own greens, right? Let's see. Some of the flowers, if we want these to be maybe like plumeria, you know, they come in like pink and like yellows, kind of like a fuchsia color. I don't recall. But anyway, so a little bit of yellow down in the center, and then up towards like the very white edge. So I'm going to wipe that off and just kind of do a little less coming out this way. Generally they have more color concentrated in the very center, right? So I'm going to wipe a little bit more off and even take that away if you want, right? If I dab it there, get rid of some of that. A different color green over here. This is the same greenery back in here. And let me go get my phone so I can look at pictures of parrots again. We'll start working on those guys. It looks like maybe there's some greenery there. Okay, I will be right back. Okay guys, so lots of pictures. I mean, there's these little guys. I wanted to look more like these guys, but it's funny enough because that one has the red and yellow all up his head, and then this one, and yeah, it just has more of the white up in there. But I'm just going to copy something like that, right? So I just wanted to have something in front of me to kind of parrot what it is there. Alright, so like red. I would do basically both these guys the same kind of way. So a little bit of red, like at the very top of his little head and going into this area here. Right? Looks like we're all up in there, up to here. And again, it doesn't have to be completely colored in. It looks nice when you have a little bit of variation. Let's start here and maybe down into here. And maybe I'll take some of that off and get a little water going. There we go. Okay. And then maybe, oh, a little bright green. Actually, I pulled out a different color green. Let me grab this guy. And I'm just going to my stash and grabbing different colors. Let's see if this works for us. This is just the water-based marker. And taking a little bit of that green into here. So it's different from the other one. And maybe his little beak, we can go ahead and do black. And it's up to you, how pigmented or not you want these colors. Obviously something like that. I might soften this little line a bit. Bring it out that way. And let's say his little chest is kind of reddish, orangey, so let's go with some red. I put quite a bit of water on that one. Pull that down, going right into the orange. And bring that down even. This is, like I said, it's cotton-based paper. It's not really watercolor paper, but watercolor papers can be based in cotton. Usually the high-quality ones are. So it's just good stuff. But it reacts a little bit differently than your standard watercolor paper. So we did that. What else do we got? I'm trying to see, maybe a little more of this green because that other green was a little bit light. Just kind of go in here. Okay, and then it looks, I mean, there's just, and these are pictures. That's so funny because how different this guy is. Look, the green and then yellow and blue, and then this is more red, yellow, green into the blue, right? So whatever colors you want to use there, let's go with that. Actually, I'm going to bring this green, I'm going to bring it right into here, which you can also do. Just color in there, and then you can spread some of that color by wetting it. And then a little yellow, and then it goes into the blue. Those are just beautiful, beautiful animals. I'm doing like a lighter blue, but I also have a darker blue in my stash here. And this is part greenery over here, greenery, greenery there is what it looks like. So I'll just come in here and finish off that greenery. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do is just add some color here and there, looking at the image, filling it in. There are background areas, so I mean, depending on what you want to do there. I usually do that at the end, so I'll come back and show you how I'm going to fill in the rest of the background, okay? But I'm going to keep coloring. Okay guys, so that is what I did. Just lots of Really light and loose, just coloring everywhere. And you know, the background can be, you know, green, whatever jungle color you're looking at. I was trying to think about maybe this kind of very light turquoisey, kind of tealy blue, and I would just do it very lightly. So just a lot of water, a little color, and just let that be what it is. So I'm just going to go in all the openings here, you know, just kind of loose like that, and just add a little bit. That one's a little bit darker than I would like, and so I can just squeeze a little more water and get rid of that. So yeah, wherever I see just like a little bit of opening, maybe come in here, just fill that in, okay, all around. Okay guys, so yeah, just a little color. Again, it'll dry really nicely. All right, I'll probably hit this with a heat tool because I want to move on, but that is that for my coloring. This middle part, actually, maybe we should do a little something because it's very stark white, huh? Which is nice, but maybe we come in here. You can do a little splattering, a little something like that. I'm trying to see. I was gonna say maybe the light green, just a little bit. Just gonna put it on here and really water that down. And just kind of add a little something in here. Right? Doesn't have to be much, just something. Okay. Just some accent. It'll dry and it'll kind of fade away a little bit. And there we go. Okay, so I did hit that with a heat tool just to dry it a little faster. Got a lot going on. I'm going to take this guy and just A2 size piece of paper, cut it at 5.5 inches on the 11-inch side. We're going to score it at 4.25. Of course, you make 2 card bases from that. But I'm going to score this one at 4.25. And like I said, I think this paper's already 4 1/8. Let's see. Maybe a little bit can get cut off of that. So 4 1/8. Oh, that's a scoring tool. And then 5 3/8. Let's see. 5 3/8 would be about there. Cut a little off the top or off the bottom. Maybe a little bit off the top and a little bit off the bottom. How about that? So just the smallest amount there. And now I'll line up to 5 3/8. That off there. And I'm just going to glue this down to my card base. Oops, I forgot to fold it on the score line. Gotta fold it. And we'll pop this on. And I'll just glue that right down. So just with some glue, whatever kind of glue you like to use. And I'll be right back. Okay guys, I just put some weight on that just to keep it flat. Especially after the watercoloring and stuff like that. And there is our card. Just artsy and fun. I hope you can kind of see everything that's going on there. And then I just grabbed some of these dimensional dots. I thought clear would be cute, so it looks kind of like wet maybe or something. I don't know. So I'm just going to pick up a couple of these guys and pop them here and there. So maybe one there. And that's the largest one, and maybe the next like middle size. Ah, all right, buddy, come on over here, not over there. That's so funny. I can even see my ring light in these little guys. Okay, I'm gonna have to drag this all the way over here, and hopefully it didn't get too scuffed under there. Okay, we're good. One there, and a little guy like here. And I'll do the same thing up in this corner because I always like to do like the same kind of thing. It's just a little added detail. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. Again, the clubs are open now for new sign-ups, and I will have images coming up, links in the description box, and I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.